oh boy, do we have a treat for everyone today. It is time to finish this game. I'd probably do the bonus dungeon next week, but you know, or on Tuesday, but you know.
Are you okay?
Yeah, whatever.
We'll figure that out.
I can understand that you want to fight, but are you sure? After all, you're recovering too, aren't you?
I'll be fine. Don't worry about me.
Remember these cutscenes? It was a simpler time.
Sure was.
Especially after the last few streams. Let's see, last time we chased Count Waltz and his Dargan out to a castle that existed in the far plane, with no real indication that they were there, just
No.
happened to follow them correctly.
I just went up the only tower that existed.
Frederick,
Count
you
Waltz
said
talked
before
about,
that this whole world is
like,
all
no,
just a
seriously,
dream.
I am really, really, really evil.
That whole scene was definitely we have
How can you be so
to.
completely
You need a villain.
We need a villain monologue
part of
here.
a dream?
And LaRose, thank you so much for the
What you're
resub.
experiencing
Thank
in your dream
you.
is so realistic to you. How can you even tell what's actually the real world?
If this Sonata has an
And
ending,
to
is it
prove
not
my
actually
point,
eternal?
You didn't really
Well, perhaps we shall see.
Perhaps we'll find out.
You were wrong. I was thinking
Yeah,
about leaving
so...
too.
Yeah, they kind of realized they didn't really have, like, a final villain, I guess. And so they had Count Waltz. Count Waltz is now dead.
Yes, he's really dead this time, we swear.
But he was like, before he died, he was like, my dragon, go, destroy the world! And, blew himself up.
Yes, the dragon shot a thing at him. I didn't realize it did not swap out. We still have this poor pig
Pig.
being Snecko's dinner.
The webcam isn't even plugged in.
That would also be an issue, wouldn't it? Shit.
Like
No,
these
here's-
flowers,
what's that?
even though people call them death lights, they still blossom and struggle to live on.
Forgetting something? Because I always do.
I flipped to like logic capture then, but
Bruh.
Mouse looks a little drunk.
Bruh.
Hey, bro.
Obviously, Mouse needs to watch the end of this game.
Yeah, clearly.
Because, oh boy,
The ending is a hoot.
is a thing that certainly happens.
It's a hoot. So we still haven't really decided if we want to do it on level 5 party level or level 6.
Yeah, the thing about level 6 is I'm honestly not sure if it would destroy us or we would destroy it, because, like, on one hand, you do get the much, much bigger chains of, harmony chains, which means your damage potential goes way, way up. On the other hand, your buttons could just mean that you just waste turns entirely.
Yeah, we could like fuck up our healing like tremendously.
Yep.
What do you guys want to see?
Yeah, Sunshine, thank you so much for the resub.
Would you rather see party level 5, which, we're fairly comfortable with? Or would you rather see us try party level 6? It determines what load we...
Yes.
Like,
this is where this will come up, basically, right now.
Should we get dunked? Are we doing 6? I think chat wants to see us attempt this on level 6. Alright, with 0 practice, let's go in.
Yes, clearly it's time to start wildin'.
Okay, we'll set up the multiplayer and then figure out.
Boomst. Not that.
I think Falsetto is the second fastest.
Pretty comfortably, yes.
Is Saturday a higher level or? Yeah, one higher level. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, she does get overtake Falsetto.
It's also very funny how the experience numbers are now just going ridiculous. Verse, thank you so much for the resub.
Furious. Luckily for us, the final boss is not harder than Waltz and his dragon.
Mm-hmm.
The Waltz and his dragon first or second fight.
Yeah. Waltz and his bigger dragon.
Alright, let's go with the final boss, then we have to walk over.
Yes, we do have to hoof it from here, and also we'll get the scene of Clavis going, bye!
Bye!
What's wrong? Did you not hear any of the speech that I gave you last time? I forgot Viola's the one who's like, she's a corpse, it tracks.
Yeah. Viola's like, I was second by default, and now I'm third again. Goddamn. Alright, so yes, now we're in part level 6. We have 6 harmony chains, but our buttons change every time we do a harmony chain.
Yes. And they stay
So-
changed.
So we are going to be watching that middle bit like a hawk. Oh my god, they're so... Oh my god, those dragons are so fast.
Oh no.
Luckily for us here, all we have to do... It's alright, I'm set.
Yeah, we might have... I
we
think we...
have 50.
Yeah.
And we like use them all in like the waltz fight.
Yes, and I think we didn't even refill it for
No!
the bonus dungeon boss.
We sure didn't, because we're very good at this. Alright.
Mhm. Yeah, having 50 items in your item set is nice.
I can manually figure it out. Alright.
Yeah, God, I really wish that the managing the item set wasn't as bad as this.
Alright, we'll go with that.
Yep. It is really funny just how much your stats skyrocket right at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Like, our healing items, the fucking Club Clover was basically one of the best healing items in the game for, like, pretty much the entirety of it, and it has finally fallen off here because our health is essentially, like, gone up by 75 to 100% in the last, like, 2 streams.
Yeah.
You gain so many levels in these last few areas.
And your HP just starts going up and up and up.
Yes, I think your stat bonuses start getting bigger as you get further on in the game. I might be wrong about that, but that's what it feels like. The EXP numbers certainly do. It was not that long ago where like 20,000 would buy you a level.
Yeah.
And those
Remember,
times
this
are
is
long
like
gone.
lower level in the original.
Yes. Yeah, the EXP has been scaled down.
Maybe like mid-50s and probably in the like 20,000s of HP.
Yup.
No. It was below that guy. We've gone too far. Oh no, there's
I was gonna say, have I? It's a surprisingly
I thought it was
long
below
walk.
that guy.
Yeah. It's such a weird curve because it's like this netherworld accounts for probably 20 of your levels and I don't know, barely any of the game
15,
time.
yeah.
15-ish levels and like a very small amount of the overall gameplay time. Mostly because chapters 3 and 4 in this game are played with 2 completely separate parties that don't auto-level. That kind of stalls your levels out a bit.
Okay, I might need the darkness brooch on me. Not much shadow.
Okay, yeah.
Tyrant's Crown.
Sorry, Tyrant's Crown. Sorry, 3,000 health for Serenade.
Yeah, check the other
Jesus.
two. I think Falsetto is set as she always is.
Pocket Watch, Power Ring, Tears Left Arm,
Yeah, that seems good.
Werewolf Choker, and Peace
Yeah,
Earring.
yeah. I think that's
She
good.
really just wants to live, and of course she already has Darkness
yes,
Body.
Yes, which is what she wants. Yeah, for sure.
The defense is just too good. Alright, I believe there is a
Right.
save point in this next room. This spawns before in front of the thingy.
It doesn't really matter. I don't think we're gonna die.
Fair. Yeah, the health values just get hilarious.
They get very, very big.
The numbers in this game do go up.
Necessarily so, because
Yes.
the bonus dungeon is,
Hilarious. We will likely be seeing some of that, so let's just save over this.
yes. Means we'll have to walk back.
That's fine.
We just save the clear data over our other clear data.
Yeah, good plan. No one will ever notice.
Yeah, it is a bit like Star Ocean 4, where, like, yeah, the numbers are low and then they just woof.
Yep. The numbers in this game start decently high, like you're doing 3 digits of damage pretty early on, but like, you know, we're now into 5 digits of health.
Yep.
Bonk. Bye-bye.
Knocked over my squirrel.
Bye-bye, Squaggle.
My perfectly positioned squaggle.
I know, I've ruined it.
He's probably off camera right now for funny. I'll look. I have to wait until it catches up. He's very slightly on camera. It'll do.
This is perfect.
Fine. Yank this back a bit.
Well, shall we jump in the hole and discover what horrible fate awaits us
Yeah, let's do it.
in the hole?
This can't be. What have they done?
Yeah, you go ahead.
How could they?
They made a hole, just like the other hole.
This is the end. I have to do
Why? Why?
No choice.
What do you have
Gotta
to
do it.
Over quite yet. We must not give up.
It's just a hole. If we left it alone, it would be fine.
Yeah. Frederick's just like, oot me way.
This is my dream.
I guess Frederick has determined that this is not a real world, it's a dream, and I guess he's going from there?
Final chapter, Heaven's Mirror. This is my hole. It was made by me?
What the? Where are we?
It's the field of flowers near Tenuto.
How can
Say
that be?
what?
This place is supposed to be a flower field?
Hell, I guess. For
It
some
turned
reason.
into Bloodborne.
Yes, it is. And this is the place where it all began. Where I met you, Polka. The place where this whole dream first started.
Actually, first started without you?
Right?
Which is why it's such a fitting place for the dream to come to an end. The time has finally come for me to confront my own heart. I must make my choice now. Whatever happens, I'll face the challenge before me. Don't you understand? You're nothing more than imaginary characters I've created in my mind.
Sure.
Dong.
Frederick, what are you saying? What's wrong with
What?
you?
He's been saying this entire time.
Right?
Forgive me. I am truly sorry, Beat. But it seems I'll be unable to offer my help to you any longer.
Help for what? Help for what, Frederick?
Help beating the shit out of things.
When I'm defeated in this battle, an undeniable truth will be revealed, and this fleeting dream will slowly fill with color and light. Only when this ordeal has finally come to an end will my soul at last be permitted to leave my physical body.
Alright, he's like, I want to die.
Is this the path you've chosen for yourself?
So he's like, don't give up, Polka. And then he's like, I'm
This is
going to
my
die.
dream, and I must be the one to set things right.
I need you all to beat the shit out of
This
me.
world we're in, and you, Polka, must be freed from the tangle of our twisted destinies. Now, let the test begin. We'll see whether whether my spirit can become a lance, able to pierce through all of you in battle.
Arden?
What?
We'll see if I'm truly such a weak human being.
So yeah, final boss fight is Frederick. So
Literally Frederick.
I certainly
Don't you
hope you
all
weren't
understand?
meaning him.
Yes, I hope he wasn't your healer.
My dream.
There's
Because
no
you're
way
fucking
you can
owned if he was.
Nimbus Stratos! It takes but a moment, don't worry. Or Zelbiali!
Ooh,
Foolish
that's
creatures!
quick. That's me, by the way.
Is it?
Your falsetto.
This is
My
fine.
resolve will never waver.
So yes, people really struggle to be like, hey, so if you're using Frederick as a main, use a fourth
Hey, maybe
character
don't.
without like spoiling.
Yes.
Without spoiling that he's the final fight. And now we need to keep paying attention. Apparently that did not continue for some reason.
Right?
I don't know if it's
To the
because you
water's
had to
edge.
press X.
Nimbo
Well,
Stratos.
maybe we're fine.
Possibly. Yeah, I was.
Nimbus Stratos!
Oh god, he's so hard to block.
Applaudissement Sonic!
I don't know what block it is. Oh god, right, I'm on the wrong button. That's it, I pressed the wrong button.
There it goes, we
Guard
did it.
is, guard is triangle, not circle now. I was like, I pressed the right button. No, I didn't. I did not press the button. Because things are moving and they stay moving.
Are you catching on yet?
Press the wrong button again.
Going good?
This is going very badly.
That is you.
Yep. Try and press the right button this time.
Thanks for the help. My resolve will never waver.
It's so hard to like get yourself to stop just pressing hammering X.
Yes,
for
because
attack.
you've been doing it for the literal entire game up to this
Whoever
point.
sees my fist shall bow down before
Okay, so yeah, we both press X and then switch to whatever button it
Yes. Yes, that is the big thing. Oh,
Maybe consider.
triangle.
Excuse me. Midnight Cloud.
Ah, I was pressing it.
Yeah, so was
It
I.
did,
How
it
weird.
did work for the first one.
Nimbus Stratos!
I could not turn around for him.
Nimbus Stratos!
Right.
Yes.
Oh!
Aha!
I got
Wow,
it.
that was almost the full turn stop right there.
Yeah, that was rough. I got up and then still stopped.
We are back to normal.
Yes.
I'm serious.
I did a jerk.
Fine, you got there.
Let's try this.
Yeah, triangle and then we switch.
Midnight Cloud. Aurora. Howling Thunder. L'Energie du Vent.
There we go.
Pheromonic Spell.
And now, guard is triangle.
That is enough.
Did you stop pressing? Because there was one more chance of like a cheat.
Ah,
To the
Yeah,
water's
we
edge.
could
thought we were done.
No, we could have done that. But just keep pressing until like it stops, I think.
I mostly just don't want to do a
Yeah.
attack right afterwards and someone's turn starts up. I just miscounted.
To me thou
Yeah.
art as limbs. L'Energie du Vent.
Alright, going.
Pheromonic Spell. Aurora.
Yep.
How was that? Howling Thunder.
It just didn't give it to me at all. I was hammering
Oh,
it.
you're too far away.
Yeah.
Applaudissement Sonic!
He uses attacks that we don't even have for him
I
yet.
know, what a jerk. Oh, tall. He uses like brand new attacks.
Yeah.
Let's try this. Midnight Cloud.
Yeah, once again, I am not close enough.
Yeah, so just thingy.
L'Energie du Vent. Verbal Expel.
Guard is on the regular.
That is enough.
Applaudissements soniques!
Rude, dude. That takes so long.
Creatures.
To me thou art as
This, I will be in.
as
Game is having some difficulty.
Yeah, this is fine.
Verbal Expello.
Right, you definitely want to press the button. Oh no, yeah.
Night Fist. Howling Thunder.
Forgive me.
I'm too far away. Okay. You see, we're also keeping echoes we build up in the chains. So everything is like.
This is all very, very necessary
Yeah, so if
in
you can, yeah, Encore mode, yeah. If you-
Encore.
If you can start like chaining really well here and not get confused.
Maybe consider
Excuse me.
I don't know why that stopped.
right?
The mother
Still managed to get the chain going. This should be everyone though. Might actually be that she didn't have a heal, like she couldn't do a heal because we're all at full.
Alright, both of us.
Gee, I would not also not say that like mastery of this system is like,
Are you catching on
I
yet?
don't know, really super satisfying.
Nimbo Stratos!
To me thou art as bone. To me thou art as leaves.
L'Energie du
Alright, here we go. Let's both go.
Yep, I am probably out of this one. But he's going next, so it doesn't really matter.
March is also out, apparently.
Interesting.
Applaudissements soniques!
Triangle, I believe. Yep.
Soulless creatures.
It's really hard for me, like, to switch
Yes.
to, like, using triangle or circle to attack. Like, my
It's not a
brain-
skill that you know, had anything to do in this entire game. Like, it's kind of just a step further of the whole surprise. This
Very
is,
few games make you mash triangle to attack. Most
Yes.
things are just like X, so I'm still used to just mashing X to do things.
Oh,
And
but that did it.
Woo!
Alright then.
Yeah, that's why the game clear data is so short. It is just fighting Frederick rather
Yeah,
than
rather than watching
and if
any
you
of the
want to
scenes.
start a new game, you have to watch the ending again.
Right, of course. Fuck, I did forget all of that. Yeah. Oh my god, that's so
You
dumb.
can't skip the ending.
Yup.
You cannot skip.
You know, it's artful, really, considering.
So we'll just save over that one.
Might as well.
Yeah.
It's functionally identical. Add 45 minutes to the
Alright.
clock.
Cutscene time.
Are
Ending
you
time.
ready for the game to end?
Hmm.
Yes. This is for the best.
You see, this represents Chopin's grief at not being in Poland for the revolution. Yeah. Domp.
You know, you actually missed a musical history lesson if you don't do the bonus dungeon.
Oh
The
yeah.
bonus dungeon has a history lesson at the end of it.
Oh yeah.
Well, we killed Frederick. Does that mean, like, we died because we killed the person whose dream this was?
I guess we'll see.
We killed our creator? Oh, hey Polka, what you doing? Anyone remember the beginning of the game?
Nope. I certainly don't remember Polka standing on a red cliff.
We attacked and dethroned God, yeah.
Basically.
Thank you, Frederick. But
I'm the one that has to die, idiot.
No, don't use healing magic on me.
I wanna die.
Polka?
stay back.
He's just
Allegretto,
like,
please forgive me for
Well,
not
Count
telling you
Waltz
about
apparently
this.
did destroy reality with his final thing. Like, the implication is
If I
that
had
the
told you
dragon
what I was
did
going
this.
to do, there's no
yeah,
way
so
that
they're
you would
back
have
in
taken
reality
me
now,
with
and
you.
this is the actual flower field at her
Yes.
home. And the world has been turned into a wasteland.
It's
apparently.
not, like, conveyed very well,
No.
and in the original game it was conveyed worse.
Yeah.
You just walk out onto this field and Polka knows it's Tenuto and it makes no sense.
Polka, what are you doing? First Frederick and now you? What in the world is going on?
Yep, we're the only characters who matter.
Don't you see? Frederick just gave all of us a gift.
What?
The most precious gift there is.
An
His
ass
life,
whooping.
I guess.
What the heck are you saying? Can somebody please explain to me?
Souse is the audience right now.
Polka, what exactly is it that you're
Just
planning
gonna
on doing?
T-pose off the cliff.
It's something that my mother told me about when I was a little girl. And now I finally understand it. I know what she meant.
Well, she told
She was
me.
being completely literal.
Yes, but she told me I had to jump off the fucking cliff. She's about to push me off the cliff. Yep, there we go. Mom's about to push me off the cliff.
Oh, my baby.
Just throw her off the cliff.
It is your fate to go into the sea.
Mom's a real piece of shit.
Yes. It is my fate to go into the sea. It's the only way the tremendous waves that threaten the people of this world can finally be made calm.
Like a giant dragon came and destroyed everything.
What does that mean?
And now Polka has to hit the
People live
reset
their
button.
lives turning their backs on things too difficult to face. Ignoring what hurts you eventually becomes a habit.
What?
The natural thing to do.
Is this just yelling at crescendo?
If we
I
only
don't
allow
know.
ourselves to see what we
Why
want
is
to
this
see,
that false?
we just
What
end
was
up
she?
fooling ourselves more
I guess
and more.
Jazz was like, I didn't want to see
But
Clavis as a
eventually,
traitor,
we cloud
but
vision so completely that we become blind to the small truths that are all around us.
You know, just the small truths.
The same way that
Yeah,
people
like
with the
there
stars
are, the
is
game has
lighted
not
up
been
like a
building
pair
up
of
enough
bright
character
lights.
moments
But,
for
like,
this to actually land for
Count
anyone.
Waltz- Count Waltz wasn't blind. He was just evil.
Yeah, Count Waltz knew exactly what was wrong with the world. It was him.
For everything. But I'm ready now. And I know what it is that I
No!
must do.
Chopin just died, and then Polka was like, thanks, Frederick, but I have to jump off the cliff.
Frederick is lying on the ground right now, still.
Frederick tried to sacrifice himself so Polka wouldn't, I guess. It's never really explained.
Yeah, they won't actually explain if that was what's happening or not, but...
Oh, Beat. I
Oh,
want you to
Beat.
know, your photographs are so wonderful. They're full of memories that I don't ever want to let go.
Memories of those goats. Those goddamn birds.
Yeah.
If I had any choice.
That fucking bird in the
See, I
background.
guess they're all begging her to not yeet herself into the fucking sea.
Which is perfectly reasonable to do, because she never told any of them about any of this. All of this has just been in her head, which is why she's been, like, you know, moping for the last 3 or 4 streams.
You're not actually at the edge yet. Don't
I
fall
know.
back.
Time has come for everything to be settled.
Oh god, you'll go into tumble if you do that.
Was this always my life's purpose?
What?
No.
No, what do you mean you just said this was your fate?
Right?
No, wait. You
Your
just...
mom told you this when you were 5, and now you're like, yeah, but I'm gonna do
How
it.
is this
It's
your
my
own-
decision.
How is this your own free will? You've been told by your mom
Polka,
and
what
by
are you
a
doing?
fucking prophecy to do this, and you're just like, yeah, okay.
There is
I'm
a
gonna jump
place.
off the cliff now.
A place where I can make
It's also
a
like
home.
we had the whole thing about the blank fortune, how it's like, you know, it's up to her to decide what her destiny is. She decided her destiny was exactly the same as every other person
It's been
who
telling
has
her
been
to.
through here.
It would be
Don't
very
do
funny
it.
if she clipped for
We'll
the
find
cliff.
some other way to save the world. You don't have to carry all the burden by yourself.
You're like, Rao's right.
Right?
She's like, no, I've made my decision to fall off the cliff.
Nah, lol, see you later.
To the very start of the game was her T-posing off the cliff, and yeah, it is the very end
It
of
is
the
this
game.
cliff. It is T-posing, and of course, you may know what that means.
I must do this. And it's for the person who means the
This
most
is what
to
she
me.
said right at the start of the
My
game.
life is nothing compared to his. Doing this is easy. If it's for him.
So you know how Polka said that she knew she got the stone from someone important to her, and it turns out it was Allegretto. Like that's the reason why she understood what was going on when he gave her that stone. She's kind of known that this is a weird loop thing basically since then.
We haven't gotten to that part yet. Shush.
Why couldn't I do anything for her? What could I have done to change things?
Nothing. You don't exist.
Does this mean dying was the only thing Polka could do? There wasn't any way we could save her?
This would
Why
normally
did
be the
Polka
point of the
of all
game,
people
like
have
the
to suffer
halfway
like
point,
that?
Right.
What the
where
hell
you'd
is wrong
figure
with this
out a way to
world?
like go back in time and then save her or something.
Damn
Right.
it!
Hey Fred, you gonna stay there, you fucker?
You come barging into our world out of nowhere, then just leave when you get tired of it!
Yeah, fuck that guy.
This is supposed to be your dream, right? Well then why couldn't you do anything? No, that's not it. It isn't a dream at all. It's real. And I don't know what, but I have to do something.
She's dead, man. She jumped into the sea. She's gone.
Hey, what'd I miss?
Like, this stuff was all added for this version.
Yes.
Perhaps.
In the
this is
original,
a
he just
long
begged Frederick to
lost
save
dream.
her, and that was like it.
Yeah, this scene just ended after that, whereas now he just pops up.
Well, he does come back in the 360 version, like, he pops up, but, like, the stuff about, like, it's not a dream was
Yeah,
added.
yeah.
Have
Did we
I
just beat you
awakened?
to death?
At long last.
Frederick?
Usually the people we beat to death stay off camera.
Why? The dream was at an end. Oh no. No, it can't be. Not Polka.
Looks at his yowie hands in despair. Meanwhile,
Bye, Polka!
in the void,
I guess the air waiting to get into the sea.
I know it didn't last very long.
You sure about that?
This was the most fun I've ever had in my life.
And then he just, like, cuts to this after he begs Frederick to do something.
yeah.
If I blow him a kiss, I wonder, will it reach him up there?
No, that's not how gravity works.
I hope so. I really do.
Yeah, I'm doing this on my own free will. And that doesn't work if you're doing exactly what fate wants you to do.
Right? If you're not changing it in any way.
What your mom told you to do when you were 5.
Comparing seawater stirred up by the beauty of the moon to the ugly waves created by the effects of human
Jeez,
design
Mom!
is rather an insult to the ocean.
But she said this at the start, I think.
Why does everyone avoid me?
Hey, Riddle, why is bread so expensive anyway? I mean, if it was
Why
a little
is this
cheaper, we wouldn't have
screaming?
to
This is a
steal it.
concept album.
Everything in the world slowly fades with time. It is very difficult to remain still and keep things exactly as they are in just one particular moment. But because everything shifts,
Like,
only
I'm gonna be
a little
honest, the
bit at a
PS3
time,
editions don't make this scene make
no
any
one
more
really
sense.
notices the
No,
change.
they don't help.
No.
But if you're in your own dream, how can you be so complete?
Oh no!
We've heard this line too many times. No.
Experiencing in the dream is so realistic to you. How can you even tell what's actually the real
Oh,
world?
go Hotbot. Yeah, why does bread cost so much?
Are you still messing around with that stuff? You need to look at things with your own 2 eyes. You'd see
It's
things
like
a whole lot clearer if you
flashback
weren't
to
always
things
looking
people
at them through
said,
bent
but like
glass.
this is so
it
weird
doesn't
and
turn it into a
stupid.
like coherent narrative is
But
the
just because
thing,
it's
you know?
useful doesn't mean it should be used.
Like when you do a flashback like this, it's kind of to hammer
The
home the
convenience of
thematic
it so
points that you're
much.
putting up.
They don't see the danger they'll be faced
And the
with
game is
later.
not coherent enough to do that.
Unless someone does something about this soon, there won't be anything anyone can
What
do
does
to
the
stop
mineral
it.
powder have to do with anything right now?
No matter how much time passes, war remains.
A lifetime to build, but it only takes a moment to destroy.
Oh, hey,
Human
Clavis.
beings really are masters of destruction.
Clavis wandered onto set by mistake.
Were my feelings real? Or was it all just some kind of illusion? Everything I ever
Jazz's
done
feet.
has always
Bye, Jazz.
But at least at the end, I want to be the real me.
Whoop.
But there are some things we must never forget. No matter what.
This is so weird.
Tragic memories that we have to carve firmly in stone.
I would love to get control of the camera in the scene and see where they
Right.
actually all are
I would
relative to
zoom
each
this
other.
out and see where everyone is
When you
standing.
eliminate all the other
Or how many
possibilities,
different, like,
you
sets
cannot
they had
escape
for
the
this.
truth that remains, no matter how difficult it may be to accept.
Yeah, this is
You know,
actually
I've been
fever
thinking
dream.
about it a lot. And if I could
Again,
ease
doing
my
something like this, you
I don't
need to
think I
like
would have
have
ever
some
felt
sort of
this
coherent
desire
point
to
that
go
you're
out and
trying to
help other
make,
people like
and they
this.
just did not stick that landing well
If that
enough.
had been the case, I would have never set out on this journey. And I probably would have never had the
And
chance
none
to
of these
meet you.
characters matter other than
Yup.
Frederick and
It's
maybe
because of
Reto.
despicable people like you that tragedies like what happened to Claves occur in the first place.
And I think these lines are said again because they're all said so
Yes,
emotionlessly.
they're re-delivered, but
Being
weird.
Much more beautiful when I was younger. Even though there weren't nearly as many lights then.
And
as
that
there
line
are
was
now.
there's the tri-crescendo logo.
Mhm.
I guess this was added.
We
Maybe?
can't allow
Pretty
ourselves
sure,
to be
yeah.
led by others. We must take charge of our own destinies and decide.
But she didn't
our
take charge
future.
of her destiny, she just
doesn't
decided to
matter what
fucking
the
go with
outcome may
fate.
be.
She's like, I
The
was
choice
fated
is
to
the
do this, and then she's like,
important
no I wasn't doing this to my own free will. It's like,
There's no way she could know what I'm going to
you
drop
can't
before
know
I
what
do.
your free will
That
is.
doesn't make any sense. No
Like,
one
do you really
knows what
have
they're
free
gonna
will
get
if
before
everything's
they
been
try.
bringing you to this
That's
point?
why people
And then you
can
just
have
do it
hope.
Then you just do it
anyway.
anyway?
It requires much more courage to take a step back
No!
than it does to take a
No,
step
it doesn't!
forward. Did you
I
not
like to take the step back off the cliff. Oh, you see what they did there?
to stand upon?
No ground to stand upon if you go backwards, actually.
Most people live their lives turning their backs on things too difficult to face.
You just said this!
Ignoring what hurts you
But
eventually
again,
becomes
like,
a
who's
habit.
turned their back on
And
anything
that's one
apart
thing
from,
Right.
like, Crescendo and Serenade?
If we
Right.
only allow
Everyone else
ourselves
has been
see
trying
what
to
we
tell
wanna
them, though,
see,
don't turn
we
your
just
Yeah,
backs on
like,
front
if
walls.
anything,
more and more.
The start of this game is people being overly naive that if people were just aware of this problem, they would just do something about it, and the whole party goes
wrong with
to
this
make
world?
people aware of these problems. And I guess the idea is that, you know, everyone
Let me
else just
educate
ignores
you.
them, but like,
Nothing. Absolutely
no one who
nothing
has been
lasts
ignoring
forever.
these things is a real
That's
character
why,
in this
for
game.
the short time
We
we're here,
only get these
we gotta try to make
27
things a
people
little
in our
better.
party who are all
everything
fully
you've
invested
got
in changing
into
the status
whatever it
quo,
is you
you
do.
know? You need
That's what
someone
life
who
is
is
all about.
actually a counterpoint to that for this to have any sort of weight.
If we're gonna be saving the world, I at least want us to have something to remember it all by.
And it's also clear they wanted the
But
whole Beats
it's
photography
strange.
thing to be a
I don't
play on
regret
like
it
these
at
are
all.
memories and they're
For
real
once,
or
it
are they
actually
real,
felt
like
we were on equal
with the
I feel
whole
like that
dream
beat-
thing.
I feel like Beatline was erased
When
because
one
I
thing
think
comes
it
to
was
an
in
end,
the 360
something else starts up
version.
right after.
Probably.
Yes,
And
because
that's
she's
the
saying
order
the
of
thing she
things.
said. Yeah, that beat thing was when he
also
talked
like
about
to
his
hope
camera and he
Yes.
talked about he was taking memories.
Yup. You're
So
right.
it's something to remember it by. So that was erased
That was
in the
removed
PS3
from this
version.
version of the game, and they included
I
it in
want
They
to
here.
included
go
it
back to
here.
the last possible moment.
We're all in this together.
Like there are so many ideas
as
that
we stick
just
together,
about like I can
together,
see what they were trying to
it'll
do,
work out somehow.
but when you watch it like
We'll
this,
make
it
sure
just
it
does
does.
not synthesize at all.
It's a mess.
It does not come together
It's a mess in a black
even
void.
slightly. There was vision here. It was just through a bit of a muddy glass, and they forgot their contacts. And then she hit the water and died. No, in fact.
Hey, Mom.
Funny, I feel like we've seen this cutscene before.
Hi, floating child polka. Mom never mentioned that, like, we dropped down to her, that I guess we're adopted? What?
Surprise, dear, you're adopted.
Yeah, you are a literal gift from heaven. Did we never mention that?
And it's like really important to say that it's not just like, you know, that this world needs to have a coherent narrative. It's like this game doesn't even have a coherent feeling behind it.
Or theme, or anything.
Like there's nothing coherent in this.
Too real. But I've walked this dreamlike journey within a dream so that once and for all I could accept it.
Like this was a dream so that he could
has come
to terms with his own death, I guess.
To its finale.
Something like that. So yeah, there you go. The entire game took 2 hours.
And Polka's gone back in time, I guess. How is it different from any other time she's gone back in time? Because this game is heavily implied she's been in a time loop forever.
Who could say?
It isn't. Like it implies she's dumped herself into the sea every single time.
Yes. This world always falls apart and she always jumps it down into the water to reset it.
For all this, like, bad fortune, blank fortune nonsense, like, she just does the same thing she does every time.
Yep.
Like, the start of the game opening with her T-posing off the cliff is basically the start of the game. It's not actually the ending, it's the start of the game. She's T-posed off the cliff and restarted the game.
But that's the thing. You would think that it's about how this loop is different and maybe they fix whatever this is, but it's not.
But it's not. Frederick being there does nothing. They beat him up and then Polka jumps off the cliff again.
They talk about changing it, but we're starting it again.
We're starting it again. She's back as a little girl with Mom telling her she has to jump off the cliff.
Mommy, why are there waves in the sea?
Why are there no subtitles?
Well, darling, there are waves because of the moon.
I think because it's a scene we've literally already seen before.
That's right. The moon charms the water in the ocean with its beauty. And because the moon is so beautiful, the seawater just can't sit still.
Is that true? Really?
Really? Don't you feel your heart start fluttering inside of you when you look at the moon?
I do! What about the puddle? Will it make waves when the moon comes out too?
No, dear. There's not enough water. You need lots and lots of water, like the ocean, before it can make any real waves.
Oh, I see. But that's weird. Why can't a little bit of water make waves too?
I won't let you die, Polka. After all, you've only been alive for 14 years. A 14-year-old girl must live her life.
The amount of water is the most important part of creating waves. That can be said about people as well. There are many things in this world that can charm people's hearts, just like the moon charms the sea. Things like wealth, vanity, status, image, and power.
What's that, Mom?
When the sun is out, they hide in their buds and then open their blossoms only when it is truly important.
Bigger and stronger.
Drawing in even the faintest amount of light, they decisively embody it, and in doing so, reflect something that people can never see.
Him talking over her is just so funny.
Yeah.
Terrible conflicts.
You should be showing the death blossoms right now.
The star-filled night sky was blotted out by the sea.
His words don't make any sense over this.
Isn't it pitch black around you? Isn't the world covered in darkness?
No, she's with her mom in the flower fields.
Come, it's 2 o'clock in the morning.
For you to jump
The time for you to blossom has come.
Because when you do, those big waves will become calm again.
Do you remember?
It may be difficult
You said it was
to
up to me
but if
whether
you
I
can
wanted
be
to call
very
them Heaven's
brave,
Mirror.
You'll bring joy to the person who means the most to you.
Really?
I'm still allowed to choose, am I not?
Then I'll do it!
Well, then I shall make my definitive choice. Right now.
Comparing seawater stirred up by
That
the
flower
beauty of
that
the
so
moon
resembles you.
to the ugly waves created
That
by the
flower
effects
that
of
boldly
nature,
challenges the darkness.
spreading insight to vanishing.
I choose to call it Heaven's Mirror.
You should be showing the flower.
Right? I always forget this scene until I see it again.
Oh, Mommy, I'm sorry, but I think someone's calling me.
I think I need to go.
I need to stop being in the time
My
loop, I
people
guess.
need me.
I see. Then you must have met the person who is the perfect match for your Astra.
Is Mom redoing the time loop with us?
I think so.
He is
Like,
the person that you choose to believe in, so I'm sure he must be wonderful. I
think the reason that she's aware of all this is that, like, she and the old lady are also outside of it in some way.
But now, I suppose the only thing I can do for
Wait, the
you
person that
is
matched
to
your
tell you
Astra is
this.
Allegretto then? Or
Question
Chopin?
mark?
Or Chopin?
Good question.
Wait, what? Also, it was the end of the scene and now we're back into the middle of the scene. They did this completely incorrectly.
Mm-hmm.
Come back someday and do your best.
Where are you sending a fucking 8-year-old?
Hey, Mommy. I'll see
Mom
you
goes,
later.
alley-oop! Launches her like a trebuchet.
Also, she kept forgetting she was in a time loop, I guess.
I guess so,
Even though
yes.
she remembered enough to know that the stone was someone she loved, but I guess, she just forgot most of it. I know she's going back to her home planet now. Yeah, bye.
And the Agogos are here for some reason. Yes, she is unyoting.
I'm eating herself.
Bit more like the seawater.
So she made a choice, but it didn't actually matter.
It didn't matter. It was Frederick's choice that mattered, even though, he could have just made that choice at any time.
It's...
Thank you,
Ugh.
Polka dear. Please, be happy.
So Polka didn't matter. Frederick is the only one that mattered. Okay.
Now what am I gonna do with my afternoon? I was getting ready for a busy day of child rearing. Ah, the Agogo Highway. Love that track in F-Zero.
I don't even know what's happening right now.
That is the thing, yeah.
No, Frederick's decided that his dream is gonna be real now. But that's what's happening here. Frederick's decided my dream isn't bullshit. It was a dream. That was just, looping constantly, over and over again, because it was just a dream. And now he's like, I want to make it a real world to save Polka. So he's just like, well, the world's real now. And I guess the world's real now? It's not very clear.
It's not very well, not even explained so much as, presented is probably the way to say it.
I'm just for the PS3 scene with, Frederick and Allegretto doesn't matter, because, again, all that matters is Frederick's Allegretto's like, Frederick, do something, and Frederick's like, okay.
And then he does something.
Does something. It was a dream and now it's real? I don't, she's now unyeeted herself from the time loop, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Back into shit world.
She was back to start on the time loop, and I guess she just is now back in this time loop. I don't know how that works.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like going back in time if you're in a loop where you went back in time in the first place.
She unrewound. Yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, Frederick decided to call the flowers Heaven's Mirror, and so the world's real now. He died as well, by the way. He's dead. In real life.
Yes, everyone's been A-posing all game, but now Polka has finally assumed the ultimate pose.
She's
The
glowing.
T.
And like, she's just super special awesome with her light, so I guess...
And now she smites them with lasers. Final boss. It's actually Polka.
Polka.
I mean, the thing about, like, sorry, we're breaking out of a time loop or a fake world, the monkey's paw already did that in Bravely Default.
Anyway, I fixed it.
And she fixed it.
It's better now.
Yeah, he broke the dream loop by dying in real life and deciding the dream was real. I guess. Again, like, it's really heavily implied that Polka jumps off the cliff every time, so why is this time different?
Yep.
It's different because Frederick knows
She was
the
like,
dream's
just
there now.
just kidding, give me a mulligan. And then she pulled back. Anyway, none of the actual problems that the world has have been solved.
No.
I mean, I guess a gigantic dragon hasn't ravaged it, although, spoilers, it never shows up again. So I guess it's just out there. I guess the
I think the
dragon corpse
the dragon
of
in
Legato...
Waltz exploded to rip a hole in space, I think is what happened.
Okay.
So they're both dead. This game had two versions to explain itself more clearly and fucked
And
it
it
up.
never did.
Like, this is the version that is supposed to clear things up, and it never fucking does.
There's loose ends, and then there's entire strands that are just way out there. They're on a different table entirely. Some have hit the ground and are being nibbled on by a cat.
So she has a flower in her hair, so she did the time loop, but then undid the time loop. Are they about to smooch? Oh, they sure are.
Ruh-roh.
Oh, they are, okay.
Half-second smooching.
You can't have them doing running hugs. It's stop and slow hug. Yeah. Frederick's still dead, though.
He's even deader now.
Yeah.
He's not only merely dead, he's really most sincerely dead.
Oh, this is just getting weird.
So, what'd I miss? And he floats away like Winnie the Pooh.
You're just gonna freak her out, dude.
Just want to play Ghost Piano one more time.
Yeah, it's like he had to come to terms with his death, I guess. How did that make the world real? I don't know.
It doesn't exactly
Why-
fit in with the gigantic loop of the world.
Yeah, why did that fix everything? Doesn't make any sense.
The other thing about this ending is it sort of just keeps going on.
Yeah.
And you keep thinking maybe this will make things a little bit clearer, but it never does.
We have to get this lady we've seen like 3 times very briefly throughout the game.
Yeah, it stops doing cutaways to Paris, like, really early on, and then they never show up until the end of the game. Which, to be fair, what would they do? The doctor would look at him being like, yup, he's still dreaming.
It's just like the game builds up like Polka and Fate and her blank fortune and building a choice, but she doesn't. Her choice doesn't matter. She makes the same choice she does every time. She jumps off the cliff.
Anyway, George Sand starts singing a Dark Souls boss theme. Now he's playing piano in a field with all the heaven's mirrors.
Pew, 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 pew. They're like JPEGs.
Yeah, a little
Yeah,
bit.
these are JPEGs of flowers. Like, there's real purple...
With 3D models of them
yeah,
as well,
there are
yes.
3D models, but the ones that are blinking are JPEGs. They're 2D.
It's quite a strange look.
Oh, and that's the ending.
Thanks, Stanislav, for performing Chopin's pieces.
Thanks, Sakuraba.
I forgot he's credited as Sam Riegel in this one.
Yeah. I can't escape Patrick's sights.
Mm-hmm.
The man is everywhere. Amy Rose.
Yes.
Like... Yeah, there's Johnny Ongbosh.
Jonathan.
Yeah,
Amy Rose is real.
Yeah.
And so, yes, we are now officially
I was
into...
thinking Ludwika. So I guess it isn't George Sean's?
Hmm.
Or maybe that was the mother? I don't know.
I have no idea.
Who the fuck knows? Oh, his name's right there.
That's even weirder.
How did they get his name wrong in the voice
I guess
credits?
that's how he wanted to be credited.
I guess so.
It's true, Sonic is real.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any post-credit scene.
I feel like there wasn't.
Look at him hammering on that piano, yeah.
Bam! Destroy it.
But, like, the ending just, like, you had to have realized this was a time loop for any of this to make, like, sense. And the only hint you get that it's a time loop is when you go to that old, like, you're chasing Crescendo and Serenade.
Right, the plot is happening for like 80%
and
of this
then
game.
Suddenly you find an old lady who's like, Polka's the only one who can do a fortune, and there's a billion bad fortunes on the tree, and they're like, oh, that old lady's lying. It's like, no, it's Polka's done this like a billion times before.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a time loop, and it's very easy to not realize it's a time loop. Like, exceptionally easy.
Yeah.
And then it's like, but like the time loop gets broken.
Nothing really gets like pulled together in any of this.
The time loop doesn't get broken because of Polka, and yet the whole game is like the fortune teller lady and the blank fortunes about how Polka can, you know, it's like fate. She'll save the world by sacrificing herself and all that sort of shit. But it's like she doesn't. Well, she tries to.
She attempts to and then fails because Frederick's like, no, no, no.
And it is just like, I don't understand what moral or theme is trying to be said.
Yep. What the game is trying to get across with this.
What is the game's thesis statement? Chopin was sad that he couldn't be in Poland during the revolution, and then he died.
Mm-hmm.
And like the
Alright.
reason this time loop ended was because Frederick was there, and Frederick's there just because he's dying, I guess?
It's really weird. There isn't really any sort of cohesive statement about what's being
But, like,
changed, why, or even like...
How could it be his dream if Polka's been in a time loop all this time?
Exactly.
Like, how can it be a dream if it's clearly real and she's being in a time loop
Yeah.
over and over again?
Yep. Again, the game is like trying to do this is it real, is it not thing, but instead of seeming mysterious, it really just seems like incoherent. In the sense that, like, you have entire chapters where Frederick does not appear.
Yes.
The whole idea that this might just be his dream sort of falls apart when 2 continents over there's shit happening that is, like, being shown to the player. And so, like, the whole... As soon as you get to chapter 4, or chapter 3, the whole idea that this is a dream sort of becomes completely irrelevant, because characters who have nothing to do with Frederick are, you know, off having their own adventure in their own world.
Oh, we're all absolutely thinking about this way more than the writers did, but that's a bad thing.
And here's the thing, it's not like I'm trying to find a Wikipedia explanation for this that, like, that neatly does the whole thing in a bow. I'm saying that the, like, creators were trying to get this whole idea of, like, what is reality, what are dreams, out as, like, the thesis statement of this game.
I think that's what the attempted thesis
And
statement
it just
was, yes.
falls flat on its face, you know? it's not really like this needs to have a completely coherent plot explanation so much as like we are trying to do
Like,
cohesive.
normally you could, even Tales of Graces, which is a way worse game than this. I like this game way more. Even Tales of Graces eventually finds a thesis statement.
Yes. It's horrible, but it's consistent.
It's completely inconsistent until the end, and it's like, this is our thesis statement, and we're gonna build our whole ending around it. And it's bad and dumb. Like, this game is like, it really is like, what were they trying to say with this other than Chopin was awesome?
Yes. It's very clear that the writer had, if anything, too many ideas.
Yes.
And that they never really, like,
mesh.
came together in the way that they imagined it when they were first storyboarding this.
This game has a lot of things going for it. It's really nice looking even now. Like, the character model is a bit less
The character
so,
models
but
are like basically puppets, but there's kind of a charm to that.
the background's really nice, music's nice, there's a great atmosphere to it. And, like, it's a really fun ride for how, like, completely batshit it is. And, like, the battle system does get, like, the party level 6 is the one that messes with me. I just can't deal with it.
Everyone has a point where they fall off the battle
where
system.
the battle system just becomes so inaccessible that like it's done. Oh, so then, Finn, we're just done now.
Yep.
I guess the world's fine. I guess the
she
world's
fixed it.
real and fine now.
She fixed it. Whatever happened that went wrong with it. Oh right, this just goes for a bit, doesn't it?
Does it go for a bit?
I think it does. I tried to just hit pause and that didn't work.
Or is it just like, do we have to just reset? I always forget.
I also often forget whether this is one of those older games that just doesn't loop itself back once you get to the Finn screen. It's funny that I can still pause the game. That button works. But yeah, like if anything, there's too much, there was too much thinking that went into this game because it couldn't settle on the one thing that it really wanted to do. I can see a lot of... There we go.
Huh.
Oh no, we're doing Omake.
Uh-oh.
The shape?
Oh, right! I do remember this!
I don't. What's happening now? What?
One day, the caterpillar...
I remember
asked the
this.
Snail, Mr. Snail, you know many things. Could you tell me what kind of shape is the shape of life?
I mean, I love Jameson Price, so I'll listen to
The
his voice some
snail
more.
nodded and answered, well, Mr. Caterpillar, I think that maybe life
He asked
is
for shape, not color.
like a ripe tomato.
You've answered the question incorrectly.
The caterpillar laughed happily. and
Yes.
said,
No, idiot.
Mr. Snail, I didn't ask about the color of life.
Oh, fucking caterpillar.
asked you about
Oh
the
shit.
shape.
What happened right there?
The snail nodded and pondered, and then he answered, well, Mr. Caterpillar, I think that maybe it has a sweet scent.
No!
Like a pot of honey.
No, Mr. Snail, you motherfucker.
The caterpillar let out a
That
disappointed
caterpillar's gonna
sigh.
get to the point where he swears at the snail.
The caterpillar says, you have to be trolling. This is bait.
I didn't ask
This
you
must be
the
bait.
scent of life. I asked you about the shape. The snail nodded and pondered and thought some more. And then he answered, well, Mr. Caterpillar, I think that maybe it murmurs like a babbling...
No!
You
Mr.
son of a
Snail.
bitch!
Fucking
The
asshole.
caterpillar finally broke down in sorrowful tears, shook his head, and said, no, Mr. Snail, I didn't ask about the sound of life. I asked
Oh, he's
you
crying
about
now.
the shape.
Ask someone else. This guy's a
The
jerk.
snail nodded and pondered, and at long last he finally answered, well, Mr. Caterpillar, I think that maybe it has a sharp, sweet flavor. like a juicy cherry. Losing his patience, the caterpillar
It's like,
grew
you
very
motherfucker!
angry
You
and
goddamn piece of shit!
If you don't want to answer me, then fine. I'm not going to ask you any more, Mr. Snail. Good.
Fuck you, Mr.
Fuck
Snail.
you, Mr. Snail!
And with that, the caterpillar turned around and went home.
And now Mr. Snail is gonna answer the shape because he's a dick.
When he was gone, the snail nodded and said, "Oh, Mr. Caterpillar,
Fucking got him.
already knew the answer.
This caterpillar!
Happiness, disappointment,
That isn't shape either! Those aren't shapes!
Anger.
Those are feelings!
From downtown, the caterpillar yells, "That's not a
those
shape!"
are the sights, smells,
Go to the
sounds,
Shapes
and
Museum, you
tastes.
goddamn piece
Life
of
can
shit!
take on many different shapes.
Those aren't shapes! Those are not shapes!
Thank you so much for playing my game.
Yeah, that's your.
See, doesn't that just put a neat little bow on everything?
I forgot about this.
As soon as it started up, I was like, oh, right.
Why?
Again, it's not really that they didn't have any ideas, it's that they had so many ideas. So incredibly many ideas. Of course, I have no idea if this will scroll. I can't pause this one.
I'll try to look it up.
Mm-hmm.
Or attempted to. Google just.
We could just sit here for 40 minutes.
You love sitting here for 40 minutes. Like,
Pretending to listen to Chopin.
why you're running like molasses.
Desktop Windows Manager. No. Go
I'm trying
away.
to reset it every day.
Ugh. Fuck Windows drivers.
I don't know how to stop it. It's driving me crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I might have a black screen at the end, maybe? Just go to the black screen, thanks for letting me know not to wait. The fin screen was bad enough. We might just have to reset.
Hooray!
Yes, when you go to New Game Plus, you have to rewatch all of
Everything.
that.
Without any way to skip shit.
Yeah.
Because they put the clear data over there instead of over here. Alright, what's the easiest way? Quit game Eternal Sonata?
I'm trying to see. I'm trying to, like, get the ending on YouTube. This game is definitely to see if this is just, like, the final...
It's like he's taunting us.
This other one I found just, like, sort of stops before Yomaki. This one also just stops at the fin.
You fuckers. You idiots.
No, dude,
How could you miss the most important scene in the game?
There's also a bad ending if Chopin kills you.
Oh, right. I totally forgot that.
Hey, there's one that has the goddamn snake. And it just goes to black and stops at the thank you for playing.
I feel like this is one of those games
Yeah, I think you have to.
that pulls that shit, so let's kill it and restart it and hope OBS comes along for the ride.
Yeah.
It's been pretty good about that. Do you want to quit the game? Do I ever?
I mean, the bad ending, I just don't know what happens in the I mean, they could always load it
Go
up and
do it.
find out. I mean,
He was
why
killing. He was
not?
killing us pretty okay there.
And
Like,
we just like sit and do nothing. We could just load up whichever one and go in. Alright, let's watch the bad ending!
all right,
Woo!
time to die horribly.
And then we'll do some bonus dungeons, see how we feel.
See how
Anyway,
bad
yeah,
that goes.
it really is just like there's a lot to enjoy about this game, but it does the story.
It's very clear that it didn't quite come together.
Yeah.
Is I think the thing to say.
Yeah. Like, and the ending is hilarious.
It truly is. And you can kind of tell that it's coming in the sense that, like, the back, like, 5 or 6 hours of this game are utterly nonsense. Like, God, like, nonsensical isn't even really the word for it. They're kind of devoid of, like, action, plot progression, anything like that. Like, it's, you can barely even really call this a game plot.
I mean, it really is. You think about just how much of a nothing Count Waltz is.
Yep.
Because even though they added him back in this version of the game, his presence doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Don't you all understand? This
No.
entire world is my dream.
I really don't.
It seems you are quite sure of yourself.
Applaudissement Sonic!
Kick my ass.
Oh yeah, it'll just be you.
Yep.
Soulless creatures.
Turn your back to him.
Here's the question. Can he manage to kill Serenade fast enough for her regeneration? Frederick, we're not gonna fight you. We turn our back on you. You know, if you build up echoes first, it might be a little quicker. Just saying, dude.
You forgot how this battle system works, my guy?
There you go. Oh, come on, you can attack way more than that. Just get a little closer, make sure I can hit.
No, he really doesn't want to hit Mark.
She's very short. Damn it!
We're not dead yet! Frederick, can you kill us? Yeah, the real final boss is like Count Waltz and the
Yes.
dragon, to be honest.
Absolutely.
Orzel Bialy!
There we go.
Foolish creatures! There is no way for you to stop my relentless advance.
So he gives a victory quote. Now loading.
Oh, see, it's 2 o'clock now.
Hey, what'd I miss?
So I guess the bad ending is he doesn't die.
Oh, Frederick, you've come back to us.
I like the anime world better. Ugh.
Yeah, I guess he lives, but he liked the anime world better.
And it just goes straight back to the title screen. That it's basically game over. Yeah. I think that really ties everything together perfectly, honestly. You know, I think that everything was correct and good there. I'm glad we did that. Just ties it all together. One big Gordian knot.
And there you go. That's the bad ending. The bad ending is he beats tuberculosis.
Fuck this. I'm leaving. Goodbye. Of course, I also have to turn on
Yes.
multi mode.
There we go. See, I focused tuberculosis, so it makes sense now.
You thought it was his sister, but actually, it's TB.
It's just wild. This game is wild.
Count Waltz ordered his dragon to flavor blast him as his final act of vengeance because we were so annoying that we kept trying to turn him into a good guy and redeem him.
Yep.
And he was like, no, you don't understand.
Yeah,
I am the fuck man.
We beat him up at his dragon, and he was like, "Dragon, destroy the world!"
And also me.
Yep, basically.
I would rather be incinerated by Legato's drunken flames than ever listen to any more of you, because I have been telling you I am completely evil this whole time. Alright, fucker? If you want it so bad.
Fight time.
Please let us pass.
Yep.
I could go for a let us pass right about now.
Maybe consider.
This may be considered.
So I guess considering it's a time loop, this is an Eternal Sonata.
Exact. It all makes perfect sense now, doesn't it? No. No, it does not. Good. You go be on the other side. Of course, I am gonna have to run across the field 3 times and probably fight the dragon each of those times.
Yeah, I definitely want to like go down the way, try to avoid him.
I will do my best.
I will try my best to be able to fight with Power Level 6. I'm having a real hard time with it.
Yeah.
The moving commands is
Swapping
really
your shit around is just so mean.
Like, I just want to attack by pressing X. It's really hard to get myself to stop that.
They sort of do a time loop plot, although it doesn't really tie into anything. It sort of just happens. Yeah, you stand there, chicken legs.
It's Chopin for Smash.
But yeah, it's so interesting to play this game because I feel like every time I get a little bit more of the like quote-unquote creative direction that the whole thing was meant to have, and it's still really tough to figure out exactly how it fell apart.
It's just like, because it starts with this like magic world and Count Waltz and everything, and then it's just like, yeah, it just implodes completely.
Yes. It starts with kind of a very generic JRPG type kingdom fantasy and plot elements that are like, they don't need to be explained very much, so they just go on. But it kind of makes the naivete of the party members like, you know, fit in a little better. Mm-hmm. But then you sort of realize that the world itself is just kind of paper thin and that it isn't really going anywhere.
And like, again, it would be fine if this was really a dream, but they're kind of playing it both ways.
Yeah.
Like, it's both a dream and real.
Yes.
But the world doesn't make sense as anything
as
but
either
a dream.
Of, yeah.
Well, it's kind of not really nonsensical enough to be a dream, but also
not fanciful
real enough to be real.
It's also like, if you're gonna do the it was a dream thing, it does need to have some sort of emotional significance, you know? You can't just say it's a dream lol and just leave it at that, and that's why none of it makes sense.
The stories have to have some kind of point.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be a dramatic statement about the
wow, that...
that
why? So this doesn't fit, and also the box is way too big.
Like, it doesn't have to be like a statement on the human condition, but it has to have some sort of thing it wants to say.
Yeah.
Well, this is just as simple as dreams are incoherent and random, or like some sort of thing about fate, whatever. Doesn't say anything.
Yeah. I get the feeling we're fighting this lad. Maybe not. I'm glad he turned the other direction.
Okay. So if we pause here, so oh god, so
We're at that little cross at the bottom there. So I guess I want to run a circle here.
I think?
I'm pretty sure that's what this guide is telling us. I'm gonna fight him.
Yeah, and then we'll want to go to port. Okay.
Yep, I'm picking up what they're putting down.
Nice to meet you.
This area, quite dark.
Bracelet off.
Mm-hmm.
That is enough.
In exchange for the 20% health again.
3,000 health.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm about to ruin the entire battle system, and I'm sorry.
Yep.
By lightning and thunder will you be thrown.
Are you though?
By
Yep.
wind will you be scattered.
Alright.
Heaven and earth, hallowed thunder! Stay down!
Oh, he died.
Back is triangle.
No, but I'm just gonna.
Fair, because you had none time.
Yeah, I had none time. So
Left pizza, none time.
I actually did want to just X there. Very good at this. I cannot cope with this. Let me just have to look at them.
That's what I'm doing.
I know I
yes.
am looking at them. I'm trying to get my
Yeah,
brain to
yeah.
actually, instead of just going for the button automatically, to actually try and.
Yep. The button that you have been pressing for this literal entire game to do shit. The thing that you have not had to think about even slightly.
Yeah.
Challenge drying you in her tresses.
Like, I can do it during the chain, because I'm like.
Yes, you get the time to actually react to shit in that.
Yeah, I'm like looking for it, but.
Fun.
In the regular battle thing, you're already under a lot of time pressure.
Yeah.
All that hard work paid
I have
off.
4 seconds to try and like stop my brain from just hitting the right button.
New
is
Moon
kind of rough.
Bind.
Look at that. Yeah, I'll get my Tyrant's Crown back on. Up to you whether you want to put the brooch on her.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's like a mobility reduction the way that Full Moon Bind is, but I feel like
I
Aurora
like
Curtain's
these two.
probably
Yes,
too
I like
important.
these two. Person that lost the award of Best RPG of 2007 from Mass Effect 1 and 2 separate award shows.
Amazing.
That's pretty fair enough. Yeah, so this should lead to a chest.
Yep. Yeah, this is the bonus dungeon. Doesn't it feel like a bonus dungeon?
Yes, rather unfortunately, yes.
We'll see how fast Clavis levels up.
Alright, yeah, we'll have a look at the bow. Yeah, she's getting half experience.
Yes, but back at level 23, that's like significant. Every fight should probably level her a few times.
Yeah,
That's probably better at this point than the burst. If we ever use them again.
No, we're using this 3. If we're gonna finish this dungeon, we can't use anyone but these 3.
Yes, the levels are about to take off.
And we're gonna need our strongest foot forward at all times, to be honest.
Sorry, Clavis.
It's true, Mass Effect's thesis was fuck aliens, yeah. Like, literally.
Mm-hmm. You foolish creatures.
Come on, let's go!
I know, I can't see anyone in the
really
dark
hard
here.
to see us, yeah. The only thing you can see is we keep echoes between battles as well.
Yes, we don't start from none.
That is enough.
It's never enough.
Whoever sees my fist shall bow down before me.
Fire was 2007. That is better than this.
Forgive me.
Hey, you flipped it back to normal.
I sure did. Good. Uh-oh, not gonna reach. Ugh.
This is fine.
To me thou art as bone, to me thou art as limbs.
L'énergie du vent. Thank you. Verba expello.
I don't
Nah, not close enough, I don't think. Or March.
Yeah.
Anything that gets in my way is going down. Phoenix Rising! This may be considered my answer!
Oh! That's a little bit shocking.
Alright then.
Yeah, 240,000. You can see our damage from Harmony Chains is exquisite. Things like Serenity is really good in Harmony Chains because she can hit from far away.
Her range is, yes.
So you see that March isn't being able to be in them because she's far away.
Yes, if we put
So
the other
up
one
should
on
be
her,
the
she'd be
next
able
charge.
to. At least with one of her attacks. Buddy.
Just starting to fight a lot of dragons.
I figure we'll get like
I'm not going to
one
let
or
you
so in
get
every
our
room
way.
just to get a few levels off. There are bosses in this who are fuckers.
Yeah. I don't think we're gonna get any, yeah. Oh, he's dead. Oh, there's another one.
I was like, I'm pretty sure we're going. There must be something in this direction.
How was that?
I'm pressing circle to guard.
Yeah.
Because again, I'm like, guard, circle, circle. It's like, it's not
Yeah.
circle.
Everything you thought you knew about the battle system is now wrong.
The guarding is definitely the thing that's going to be the
Yeah.
hardest for me.
Oh yeah, because it's such a like reflex thing.
I'm having a really hard time with that.
Heaven and earth. How I won't lose to the likes of
Thank God it does reset to neutral.
fighting.
Yes, after every fight, yeah. Alright, up we go. We should get our first soul shard.
We will finally recover a single piece of
See,
Clavis's
the whole
shattered
point-
soul.
Yeah, the whole point of this bonus dungeon is just we're trying to get all of Clavis's soul shards. Some are just in chests like this, some of them, yeah, there's 7. A couple of them are behind bosses. There's one we have to pay an extraordinary amount of money for. But there are enemies in this dungeon that drop an awful lot of money at the end of it.
Yeah, chat, take your guess how much you need to pay to buy a piece of Clavis's soul.
Yeah, so we're just rolling back around again
Yep.
to get to the warp at the start.
These guys are not very fast.
Nope.
Feels like a blessing.
Yeah. All your money ever. I mean,
You're not wrong.
yeah, it's pretty accurate. Besides, fuck
Sick
these
dodge.
dragons.
I'll probably fight at least one more, but...
Why do we want to do that? It's a bonus dungeon.
Bonus dungeon, baby!
Clavis is like at level 99, one of the best characters of the game, but why would you ever need to be 99? I mean, apart from maybe the second bonus dungeon that's Encore and PS3 only, but...
It's weird.
Excuse me.
Depending on how many echoes we have, she can do a lot of damage right out the gate.
Oh yeah.
Are you catching on yet?
Love how he falls on he butt. Nice.
Let's try this.
Welcome back to the roulette. Goodbye, roulette.
And we're protected.
Artist triangle.
Yeah, come here. I was pressing X.
It's tough because there's a lot of individual things that change when the buttons rearrange like this. Like, completely different situations where you sort of have to be aware of the way the buttons have fucked themselves.
That was perfect.
200,000 damage.
Director said he made the battle system intuitive so people who don't play RPGs can figure it out.
Citation needed. Yeah. If there is one thing I will say for this battle system, I mean, like, that's sort of the thing. It starts out kind of intuitive, and then they take away basically everything.
But that ain't it, Chief. Alright, basement 2.
But they're like... Can we warp back to the start and then go further on? Or do we have to walk through
yes.
everything?
No, we don't have to walk through everything every time.
Should
no.
we go save in case we die?
What does it say about that? It says, once you reach base at level 2, you can warp directly back to the entrance save point. You can warp back to any previous one. Are we on base at level 2?
Yes.
I think it said so.
Pretty sure it did.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably a good idea just to be a little safe, because God knows that we're barely gonna have the energy to do this for the people once. It's definitely like Tri-Crescendo really liked to do that thing where the battle system gets more demanding as you go like along in ways that are like weird. In ways that, like, you know, basically take away accessibility options.
You don't just go back on that?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's not a warp. I think it warps you back to this save point and then makes you walk over to the place where you fought the first boss. The Well of Souls. Alright, Area 3, Section 2.
Okay, the map, this is at an angle where this map is not, so I think we're going right. Right, and then, down to another chest.
Yeah, okay, I see where we are now. There are now lads.
Yeah, this was a little confusing.
Yeah. Looking over at that.
How many floors is this? I'm not sure, and I'll look after this fight.
Mm-hmm. We now have enemies who are actually going to come fight
Nice
this.
to meet you.
I was not facing you, apparently. Oh my god. I went behind them and then she ran back through.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
Forgive me.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get behind those guys. They guard very aggressively.
I'm a little surprised I got that in.
When will you be scattered? Heaven and earth, howling thunder! Stay down.
Wow, Luigi. As before, enemies in this dungeon are still kind of like following the same Jace basic pattern. Big guys have lots of health. Literaler guys have lesser.
13 levels.
Right, God. For 7 shards of soul. Basement level 2, area 2, section 3. Oh good, what we needed. An even stronger serenade. Sweet Jesus!
Good shit.
Mm-hmm. Alright then.
Hi.
That's what we call load into bodied.
Nice to meet you.
Maybe consider
Maybe consider this an answer to what?
You know, it's an answer.
Okay.
Maybe.
Whoever sees my fist shall bow down before me.
Is that like everyone who talks to you?
Stay down.
Yeah, these are tight timing windows.
Wings of death, depart. L'énergie du vent. Thank you. This may be considered an answer. Midnight cloud. Aurora howling thunder.
It just didn't give it to me at all.
I think about like 6 harmony chains is like, if you are not close enough, you're fucked.
Yeah. It's almost worth considering moving March to the other one just for the sake of having a longer range one on her.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Because then she'd be able to tack on times when she's not like right up in that gunch.
Yeah. I don't really need Aurora Curtain right now.
Also true, yeah, like for bosses we definitely want it, but for rando fights we're probably fine.
Just her... Yeah, that's got some range. Eclipse Gaze also has some range on it.
Yes.
That one's better though, because it binds.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of damage that tacks
Okay,
on.
so now we're going, like...
Yeah, up and around, basically.
Yeah.
Time to swab the deck.
Yeah, but then past this junction, then we're just going down as much as we...
We're getting our deck swabbed.
Mm-hmm.
How did that man not notice me?
He's very blind.
Apparently so.
He's like, Metal Gear Solid guards, very little peripheral vision. Oh god, oh no, oh no.
Damn it.
They're just gone for him.
Yep.
Yeah, I think once enemies start going through it, that just like
Yeah.
turn around annoyingly.
They're so deceptive.
Jerk.
Jesus, the riot stomps.
Oh man, I'm not actually turned around. I totally turned around.
To me thou art as bones. To me thou art as limbs. L'énergie du vent. Thank you. Verba expello. Forgive me.
Nope.
Alright.
I did attempt to, but this is fine.
No, that's okay.
I'm punching that butt.
There are a lot of good characters in this game. We're using this team because we personally like. Serenade is just straight up one of the best characters in the game.
Yes, she's...
Falsetto is just straight up one of the best characters in the game.
Forgive me.
One really doesn't want to use the healing move.
I think it's because we're at full. I think it might not be able to chain it when we don't have any healing to do.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Soulless monster.
Jeez. Yo, nice. You just accidentally counterattacked.
Yeah, I very accidentally counterattacked it. And March and Salsa are like some of the best characters in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when we originally played this, we used Allegretto instead of March, but I'm loving March.
March is fantastic, because she's the
great.
only way that you can play defense in this game without, like, reaction blocking.
Like, Falsetto is just, like, an incredible echo builder.
Yes. Like, Falsetto with the item set she has right now can build up 30 echoes, like, without the bonus stuff that is truly broken. And that's nuts.
Machines like March, we have 2 people who can build up the echoes in one turn.
Come on,
Time to get our deck swabbed.
Show me what you've got.
It's a roaming pirate right there.
I think the other thing about it is because it's set to normal at the start, I get used to just like pressing
Yeah,
circle again.
yeah, give you just enough time. Well, enjoy your free twofer. You just deleted that man. Congratulations.
I sure did.
And he's not that interested in you. Yeah, you'll notice that Falsetto's turns are taking longer than anyone else's.
That weapon of hers that gives her, like, time on combo is ridiculous.
Yep. She's one of the faster attacking characters in the game, so she can just do this shit.
Oh, and we have 32 for the next fight.
Wah,
Oh,
wah.
that's not fair.
I won't let anything stop me.
Party level 6 is fucking wild.
It's very silly. Like, there's a reason why you kind of just have to have it on for Encore.
Like, it's just extremely silly. But the moving buttons are an awful lot to get used to.
Yep.
Right, then straight down for another chest.
Yep. I'm glad these guys are walking towards us and then not hitting us. Oh no, you're faster.
I think you would better turn tail and run.
Sausalito Delito. That one did nothing. Yeah, weird. I'm dumb. It's fine, this was my turn. My life now.
Midnight
Close.
I was trying.
I like the thought.
That one I was actually trying the counterattack thing you like to do.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Fucking style on him. Then it's also like when one button is normal but the other two are switched.
Yeah, no.
It's also kind of fucky.
It's really hard.
Beautiful.
I won't lose to the likes of you.
Won't lose to the likes of yous. Basement, level 2, area 1, section 1.
Alright, so should be another chest. Then we're going out and then to the right. So those give her slow, so they're not very good.
Hell yeah, finally, the jazz gloves. So 123 versus 160 but slow. Frankly, even if they weren't slow, without the up effect, we probably wouldn't use them unless they
No.
were at least like 180,
They would have to,
200.
oh god, no, it would have to be 200 plus. Yeah, like it would have to be like twice as strong as her weapon, because her weapon makes her, because
Well, no getting around this.
it makes us able to get 32 echoes or
Yeah,
24 echoes
yeah.
for 2 people, it just ups our damage so much. Harmony chains are king. at
Are
this
the
point.
way to get all the damage in the game. I mean, you'll notice our regular hits do piss compared to the any given special attack.
Yep.
Didn't quite get there.
Are you catching on yet?
The biggest problem with the counter mechanic is if you're gonna get your ass blown up, like for the very first hit, it is quite bad. So these enemies are not great to counter because they can actually basically chain you. And this is her downtowning her way into a harmony chain, and it's wonderful.
My resolve will never waver.
And now for a 30-minute turn.
I do think this party is very good.
Yes.
I think you can only really go wrong if you use a party of like people can
Hard to even, yeah, probably Jazz by the end in terms of like DPS type characters.
even
Like,
then like
they'll do
a lot
fine.
of people use them.
You can do the bonus dungeon just fine with those 3, and like,
you can do the bonus dungeon with any 3 if you're
Yeah.
dedicated enough.
yeah. And like, I don't even think that it would be like outrageously harder out of certain boss fights. And actually at this point, Polka can heal just fine.
So yeah, it's like down and right. Then we want to go up to the next junction.
Right, at the next split. Almost walked into another through the loading zone. Once again, I have no way around you.
Yeah.
You are guarding the corner. Aha!
Come on, let's go! Show me what you've got!
I will not. Nope. That ended a little bit sooner than I thought. I thought we were gonna get another punch in, and I did not.
Sometimes you just don't.
Yeah.
By wind will you be scattered. Heaven and earth, power thunder.
Yeah, right now we're barely even seeing like what Marge can do. Mostly because these two are kind of destroying this.
Yeah.
Oh, see you later. Take your pick, I guess.
The Father of Darkness will hide you beneath his mighty wings.
I guess.
I'm glad we're really now starting to show off why Serenade is ridiculous.
Yes.
It really does come down to party level 6 when other people start chiming in, because it makes a huge difference when she can just do it wherever she is.
Yes. And her moves are ridiculously strong.
It's just flat damage that they're tacking on. It's great.
Are you catching on yet?
That actually was an attempted guard, I admit. Also, then I fucked up. It's
Same
fine.
for me, actually. If it had been me, I would.
We also would have counterattacked by mistake.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
It's gonna be really funny that we're counterattacking more by mistake than we ever did, like, intentionally.
Oh yeah.
I'm really glad I was able to help.
Oh no. Oh no.
Here we go.
Oof, okay, that guy did not go for us, because I did not see him while you were adjusting.
Alright, up we go, yep.
At least the things are long enough, like the paths are wide enough here that we can kind of choose our...
Yeah, Jazz's 13-hit super moves. I mean, the big downside about Jazz is just his speed is so low, he gets so few turns.
Yes, like as the levels go up, it gets worse.
He does hit like an absolute fucking truck, though.
He makes a lot of his turns when he does get them.
Maybe consider
Hey.
But you see how much damage she's doing, it's ridiculous.
It is the big thing, like, Crescendo and Serenade are both really, really good characters.
Serenade?
That's what I meant.
Heaven and earth, power thunder. Stay down.
Like, in a game that already had a ton of good characters, they then give you 2 more good characters.
Yeah.
One of whom is basically the best character in the game at this point. Alright then, thank you for getting into perfect punch position.
You see that Serenade is not, like, good at getting echoes, but she's explosive in Harmony Chains.
Yep.
And she has a party-wide heal that heals anywhere on the field.
She has Heal Arrow, but better. And remember how Heal Arrow was basically the best heal in the game for like the first half of it?
Yeah.
Despite not being on a healer?
That was perfect. I will protect Prince Crescendo.
But yeah, the nice thing about it is that you kind of can build a coherent party with pretty much
And then
anyone.
we're avoiding the next north path.
Okay.
And we'll just go along to the end.
Right, because this leads to the boss, I take.
Yes,
that first one leads to the boss.
Yep.
Oh.
Second one leads to treasure chest. But I do think any party is viable as long as you're using them correctly.
Yeah. They have such strange target selection. Like...
I'm serious.
It's really hard to get precise positioning when
Yes.
you're this fast, though.
Luckily, these guys are low enough health.
Wow, you're just infinite guarding, huh, buddy? Yeah, we really need to get behind people.
Yeah, these dudes at least. And I still killed him.
Still killed him.
Even fully guarded. Oh, that's gross.
The mother of darkness shall entwine you in her tresses. Make it good! New moon rise! Heroic L'Énergie du vent!
God, you killed that man and then healed up to full as he was dying.
Yeah, harmony
As his
chains.
body hit the floor.
6 harmony chains is buck wild.
There's too many harmony chains in scientific terms. Curious if she has a longer range stuff. Like, at least on the higher levels. Yeah, she's on her 2 best. Basically down to if I'd want Shadow Beam, probably not over Snowclaw. Mostly to see if I could get her into some stuff.
What about her, like, shadow move?
She already has the 2 highest level ones on. Yeah, and they're unfortunately both like close, then Smacky's further off. Alright, I'm gonna have to fight one of these dudes because they have ganged up perfectly.
Oh, I'm so far away.
Please let us pass.
Please do.
Forgive me.
I always thought it was kind of funny how enemies that are like not the ones you're attacking will guard. As if they're just like, ooh, oh god, oh, she's punching him, oh no, oh.
I, of course, can't chain further from there because that's all I have.
The mother of darkness shall entwine you in her tresses.
I'm slowly getting the hang of like looking at what button I should be pressing.
It's an acquired skill, like the game was literally not asking of you before this.
Forgive me.
He's not dead?
Huh.
Okay.
I know,
These guys
right?
have a lot of health.
Yes, they are so thick. They can give you the wrong idea of how big the bonus, like how strong the bonus dungeon is, to be honest.
Come the night. The night shall become my claws. Heroic spell! L'Énergie du vent! My resolve will never... Phew. Shall we go then?
I'll help any way I can.
Keep on leveling.
Keep on
200
keeping
speed.
on.
You better not.
I
God.
think the thing about this bonus dungeon is it's very samey and also the enemies respawn.
Yup. There's so
square.
many screens. God, we're on basement level 2, area 2, section 5.
They only get bigger.
But hey, at least it probably isn't one try and crash your game if you, randomly sometimes. Alright, are we fighting the boss? Or do we feel a little scared to do that?
Fight the boss.
Let's see. Got 127 darkness body.
What did you
55
get? Yeah.
attack and dark. Actually, no, it's pervious.
It's pervious. It's increased.
Critical
yeah, we
rate.
should do
That
that.
seems
Yeah,
really
we should do
good.
that.
Holy shit. That seems
We've
incredible.
got enough darkness in here. I think we're all right.
Yep. Do we want to put Aurora Curtain back on for the boss?
Yes. Although we're not up to the boss yet. But
Okay.
like we gotta go back up to the north. It's a few sections yet.
Admittedly, we haven't gotten much use out of the longer range one yet.
Yeah. But it's only like it's only 10 feet, so it's not that.
All
long
right,
range.
so are we going?
Yeah, we're going back. We're going back to that north exit that we didn't go up. And then we passed the north one to come here. So
Yeah.
we're going back that way, and then we're going up.
Yep. Also, the edges are like here on the very end of these blocks, so you have a little bit less space than you think you do. Nice.
Yeah, which is weird.
All right.
It's just a straight path now. Boss.
Go to games. The Well Rope.
Alright, yeah, now we want to make sure we have Aurora Curtain and everything on.
Ah, yes, it's this dude.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think we're all set. You still haven't learned your other move, because yeah, you're only level 47, but we do have Aurora Curtain on, so let's beat the shit out of this guy.
Yep.
Or fail to do so. Who could
Yep.
say?
Mm-hmm. It's really annoying that we don't get a save right before these guys, so if we die, you have to do the whole level again.
Yeah, like we could walk all the way back, but that would be even worse.
So this is what true
As long as we beat him. I got my boo peaked.
My resolve will never waver.
That's apparently not enough to the sight of him.
You fool. You absolute moron.
Are you catching on yet?
No, I am not.
Sad souls.
I guess surprise, that was Serenade. Wow, he went straight into another light zone, huh?
Yep. Oh god.
Are you catching on yet?
Okay, at least we got Aurora Curtain off there and should get a Leonard G.
Midnight Cloud. Night Fist. This may be considered my answer. Howling Thunder.
Woo!
My resolve will never waver.
I'm not really sure what just happened there.
No, neither am I, to be honest.
Will you not understand?
I guess I'm not gonna worry about it too much.
It's probably better that way. I finally managed to get some unblocked hits.
At my feet is his frost, but the sun is on the mountain.
A single touch.
Alright, my rootness chain is open.
I'm serious.
The game is having trouble.
Down a moment. Yeah. Oh no, it's me. Yes.
Oh, because you ended up in the dark.
Yeah, I guess it did. I pressed the wrong button. Oh, I'm dead.
Whoever sees my fist shall bow down before me.
Give us a little time to pick items. He is at least in the dark now.
Yeah.
Stay down. Thanks for the help. My resolve will never waver.
Yeah.
How was that?
God, and that damage is guarded.
My resolve will never waver.
Get on he ass because it represents so much damage.
Whoever sees
Hey, I'm shocked I got there.
Alright.
Hopefully this does it.
Press the button. It's also harder to do Harmony Chains multiplayer.
Yes. That thing did have a soul shard.
Alright.
Amador 64 Ducks, thank you for the follow.
Thank you.
I will protect Prince Crescendo.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, you can kind of see Serenade's speed is starting to run away.
All that hard work paid off.
Ooh, okay.
Easy, every time. Alright, I guess the question is, do we finish up there, or do we do another level? Or some percentage of another level, basically.
Yeah, there's a boss at the end of 3 and 4, so we could do that.
Okay.
I'll save up here because...
Yes. We could die at any point.
I replaced the Angel Trumpet in our thingy.
Yep. If things go poorly. It is sort of the thing about bonus dungeons. Numbers just start fucking climbing.
Mm-hmm.
Shit gets silly.
Number go up.
Probably fine. Onward.
Yep.
The other kind of funny part is that we could have damage even higher if we gave March the burst bracelet back,
It
but
would be terrifying.
it would be absolutely terrifying.
Same as like putting it on falsetto.
Yes. Oh, falsetto is paper thin. All right. Well, we are here.
Alright, we're heading straight down for the first chest.
Alrighty.
It is the same enemies.
It's kind of another issue with the dungeon
Oh
that
man,
there
now
isn't
it's
enough
just now it's
recolor
just
variation.
a recolor. But this is just now the same dungeon,
Yes.
but
Oh, the whole dungeon
green.
is this dungeon, but in different colors. Right now, we're in the piss section.
This is such a JRPG bonus dungeon.
Oh,
They're
God,
all
yes.
terrible.
Morgenstern.
Or crescendo.
It okay.
Yeah, then we're just heading right at that fort. We're following the single path.
Alrighty. Don't
This
mind.
is kind of a warp maze, but there's only like a couple of branches with chests.
Yeah, it's weird. This game has like quote-unquote warp mazes, but they're not at all because there's not enough warps, and frankly, that's good.
Yeah,
Fuck Stealth Co.
yeah.
Horrible, horrible memories.
Yeah, I don't think these enemies give them like enough experience to be worth bothering with.
Going for right now, yeah. And it's also like with the levels from the boss, we can almost certainly take them pretty comfortably. So it'll probably be the next floor that we fight a few things
Yeah,
again if I can help it.
Yeah, floor 3 and 4 are like together. We basically warp between the two of them.
Ah, okay.
5's the next floor where there are actually like
Meaningful decisions to make.
yeah. All right, this should warp us to floor 4. Again, we're just following a path until a very long ways until there's a split,
Good old warp paths.
and we're going west of the split. That it's very far. We're going like up and around to the first.
Alrighty.
Big and empty. This is.
I guess at least it's like regular green instead of piss green now. That's an improvement, question mark?
Maybe.
Whole area has like Gengar holes in it and towers with strange cages, but it's all the same ones.
Yeah.
Over and over. And it just incurs so many random load screens because it has like the same 3 or 4 tiles that it's just sort of chained together.
One of the strengths of this game was like a lot of the dungeons were really interesting to look at, but like by the end of the game, that kind of went out the window.
Yeah, a lot of the later dungeons are kind of this.
And this isn't as bad as Tales of Grace's bonus dungeon, which is completely hideous.
Yes, yes.
Alright. So we turn south here, and then we should get
A choice, finally.
a turn to the west, yeah. Like, you know what I mean? north.
I know what you mean. I can tilt it in my head.
Yeah.
Up and left.
Okay, this will lead to a treasure chest, and we're coming back to this junction going south.
You got it. Not even calling this a maze might be a little bit of an insult. Heyo.
I think the thing about this bonus dungeon as well is it's going to be emblematic when we get the thing that's in this chest.
Mm-hmm.
So this chest is a score piece.
Oh.
So yeah, if you want to do Encore mode with all the score pieces,
you need this one.
You need to come in here. Yeah.
You
either have to do it now, or you have to come in here like during your Encore playthrough, probably earlier than you feel like you should.
Yes.
In order to play this score piece to people.
Gross.
So you kind of end up having, if you're gonna do the Encore stuff, then you kind of need to do this dungeon twice.
Yup, or at least some percentage of it, yeah. Are there any other score pieces in it?
I feel like yes.
Probably,
I don't know how many,
yeah.
because of course I'm just looking at 3 and 4 right now,
Yes.
but I'm sure there are
I
more,
would
yeah.
not surprise me if there are some even deeper in here. God, and yeah, these floors are so big, like you really needed to have switched enemies by now.
Yeah, we're going to next floor.
Yes.
This will lead us to a warp, which will take us back to floor 3.
Hell yeah. Yep. Finally got.
Oh, I'm really far away.
Please let us pass.
I could go for a let us pass right about now.
Energy go home.
My resolve will never waver.
The 20% recovery with the 20% HP boost is ridiculous.
Yeah, she's at 20,000 right now.
I feel like 4,000 every single turn, which is kind of ludicrous.
Yup. They are basically getting healed for what the Tyrant's Crown's giving you, which is wild. Well, bye.
Doesn't face them. Yeah, you fucking crow, you
Him
jerk.
Big Steffi.
Uh-oh.
Oh! Oh, you're about to make friends. And then heal up literally all the damage you took.
My resolve will never waver.
That's fucking just to drop the score piece on it. Probably.
Wouldn't surprise me if it did happen. God, the speed at which Marsh builds up echoes.
The werewolf filter is not.
It's so broken.
It's honestly a little nuts that, like, how special can you get it without?
Yes. Like, you're not really supposed to be able to build up 32 echoes in a normal way. And the fact that Falsetto can get to 30 in a turn with the stuff she has is, like, wild. When we had the choker on Falsetto, we would get to 32, like, halfway through our punches, you know?
Yeah. This is a warp, and then we're going north, and we're going north at the junction.
Got it.
That'll be the third and final chat.
Right, and this one goes return to previous floor, and then you start crying.
Yes.
We return to the piss floor.
Mm-hmm. Hey, piss floor.
Piss floor!
I say, thankfully there's no boss at the end of this, and it's 2 floors in one, so I guess it's
I guess that's a
faster.
plus. It's economical, if nothing else. But yeah, like, it's really weird that we have 3 straight floors of the exact same enemies when in bonus dungeons like this, it's usually you, like, you know, you get as many recolors in as you can because things just start getting stronger and stronger to dissuade you from continuing to go in here. And yet, we've been fighting the same shit for, like, all 4 of these floors when the first floor was just dragons.
You're gonna jinx us. The next floor.
Oh, I know.
are
We're
gonna
fucked
suck.
as soon as we go any further.
You're gonna suck.
It's gonna be
It's
great.
gonna be your fault.
Tuesday is gonna be amazing if we play
Alright,
this.
Eventually, yeah, we should. Let's do it.
Yeah, why not? We'll
Why
do this
not?
bonus dungeon. We need to put a poll up for our next game anyway.
Yeah, we're very good at this.
So fuck it. Let's suffer with everyone. Floor 3, Area 4, Section 3.
You will have to see why I say that bonus dungeons and JRPGs are always universally terrible. Because they're always like this.
Mm-hmm. How can we find busy work for our player to do?
Soul Shard.
So yeah, by the way, you better be scouring every little bit of these long-ass floors because soul shards are just in random chests.
Alright, back to that junction, you're now heading west. Luckily,
Yep.
after that, it's just a straight shot to the end
Okay.
for 3 and then 4.
Yes. And also, on Tuesday, I'll be controlling 2 characters, and you'll be controlling 1, so that should hopefully,
By the way, I'm just using the map because the guide
Yes.
says this. You reach base at level 4, Area 1, Section 1. This is
Oh,
level 1
no!
Head up the path into Area 2, Section 1, and turn the corner to Area 3, Section 1, then quickly into Area 4, Section 1.
I was doing that as a joke!
Turn the corner and enter Area 4, Section 2, and
No!
quickly into Area 4, Section 3. Around the bend, you enter Area 4, Section 4, still going right.
Oh.
Turn the corner, heading down, you pass into Area 3, Section 4. When you reach Junction, turn left and pass the screen change into Area 3, Section 3.
I hate this!
Turn the corner down to Area 2, Section 3, where you'll find a treasure chest containing score piece 23.
Oh. I can't imagine, like, to me, much less reading that, writing that would have been so painful. Oh my god, I feel so bad for this FAQ writer.
Return to the main path, Area 3, Section 4, and turn down into Area 2, Section 4. Carry on along the only path into Area 1, Section 4, then Area 1, Section 3, where you'll find the next warp. Agree to return to the previous story and be deposited at Level 3, Area 1, Section 3.
I was doing this as a joke!
In Area 4, Section 6, Section 2, Subdivision 9, Corpus 5, Region 3.
Oh!
The municipal code.
Like, you can really tell this game wasn't meant to have areas with the same name and stuff. Like, it must be just something in the system that makes it so they have to give a name to every single area.
It's just a straight shot to the warp.
Oh.
To Basin 5, where we'll just warp and then save and
Or we'll just fuck off.
I think getting to floor 5 of 13 is pretty decent.
This is pretty decent. And again, they're gonna get longer, so I think that making the next one the last stream, whatever we do, is probably the way to go. We'll see who becomes our amygdala for this game. Anyway, we've left the piss floors at least. Out of curiosity, Clavis is level 32 now.
Yeah! Wow! Yeah, they're
Yes.
only like level 43.
Yes. That is how like hard the EXP starts scaling.
Yeah, they've only gotten like 1 or 2 levels, and she's gotten like
Yep.
9.
I mean, look at this. We're getting 62,000, 197,000
Yeah, we're at, what was that, 2.5 million?
million experience. Clavis is at 500,000 experience.
And everyone else is
Everyone
now, like,
else is at 1.5 million experience. So like, look at the difference between the characters we
It's
kind of stopped
1
using
million?
specifically in the final chapter.
1
and-
million for 6 levels.
Yeah.
And 1 million is 6 levels at this point. That's wild.
That is how hard the scaling kicks in.
Yeah.
I didn't know if we had a good example of it, but yeah, there it is right there. 500,000 will get you to level 32.
Yeah, 1 million past 500,000 gets you 11 levels.
11 levels.
1
And then the
million
next
past that is
million
5.
is 5 levels. Oh, God. Horrendous.
Wow.
But that will probably do us for today. What a game. What a fucking game. The ending is so incredible because it's clearly trying to do something. Like the whole "it's all a dream" thing doesn't quite work because it clearly wants to be more than just a weird fever dream.
Yes.
But it does not make it there. It just doesn't manage it.
I don't think there's another boss until level 11.
Hell yeah, gamers. We will definitely want to fight a bunch of things on the lower floors though, because we are gonna need levels for that boss, whatever it is. Yeah, God, we're fucking level 49 now, and like our files that ended, I don't think we got Clavis, but like
we can load it up if you want.
true, fuck it.
Don't overwrite it.
Give you one last reason to extend the stream longer. I did just save it there, right?
I don't know.
Oh, I hate this fucking save system. I'm gonna just save at the save point. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm the worst. I'm pretty sure I did save, but I would not want to be wrong.
I wasn't looking while you were
No.
doing it. I was like looking at mysterious units and stuff on
Of
my
course,
laptop.
it's much better to do that. I was just talking about other shit and lost track of things, especially because saves take literally forever. Hooray. I feel like we would be higher level if we had actually done all of it.
We didn't do all of it. We did
Yeah.
like the first level. We did like party level 6 and that was like it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure our main 3 are only a little bit higher level than,
I think they're basically
like
at
start
level
50s.
at this point, yeah.
Maybe we did a little bit of it. I
Mhm.
don't know exactly how much we did.
It's so hard to tell because, again, the numbers just start getting hilarious.
Yeah, we'll load up this one.
Not my current progress, no.
Yeah, this is our 2015 file?
I believe so, yeah.
We'll go into the bit because we want to see what Clavis is. That'll be,
Yeah. It's looking pretty similar.
yeah, 5150. So yeah, we used Allegretto instead of March.
And it worked pretty well. He does really good damage.
Essentially, we kept everyone quite level until, this bonus dungeon, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
The Clavis is
Level 30, so yeah, we must have done like a few floors.
I think we were higher level at the end of the game in general.
Very possible, yes. I'm curious what floor it'll let us go to.
I think we probably just did the first two. I
Probably.
imagine it's just like level 3.
I would
maybe,
guess so.
If that. Yeah.
Yep. We did a level, we did like one real level of this and we're like, you know what? I think I've had enough.
Yeah, we used to, and because there's no reason to.
Dragons and pirates.
There are no achievements in the
Nope.
PlayStation version of the game, so like I didn't have any reason to want to do it.
Nope.
Chivos are absolutely kind of the only reason I will do a lot of stupid shit.
Yep. Chivos can get her to take on, I don't know, the Ethereal Queen 6 times.
Yeah, it was 6. Fucker.
And then again for stream.
Yeah.
Just for funsies.
Just for funsies. Alright, yeah, Tuesday.
That will do us.
Bonus dungeon. We've seen the ending.
It sure happened.
It sure was a thing.
It sure did happen.
Yeah, like...
I love this game for a lot of reasons. It's impossible to describe to other people because, like, you don't always get to see someone's, like, labor of love completely fall apart under its own weight. Is maybe the way I'd describe it.
I think the thing about it is, like, Tales of Graces has no soul.
Yes.
It has absolutely no soul to it whatsoever. Nobody liked making that game.
Maybe the battle design people did, but even then
that's it.
it has ups and downs.
There is no, you can tell. It's very soulless. This game has a shit ton of heart and soul and basically nothing else.
Yes. There was passion in this project, and it went into some very strange directions.
It sure did.
And it's like, you can't really describe something like this to other people. You sort of just have to see it.
It is a wonderful, fascinating mess of a game.
And I'm glad we were able to show it off to everyone.
And it was a fun time. Alright, well, next week is... Tuesday is the bonus dungeon.
Yep.
Maybe the end of it. I think so.
I would
we've
guess
only
so.
Got, there's only like 2 or 3 bosses, and they're
Yeah.
all like stacks at the end of it.
And I'm guessing that, like, if we don't get all the way through it, we kind of just decide, okay, you've seen enough. Frankly.
The ending is really what we wanted to show everyone from the very start.
Oh, yeah.
Because the ending is just fascinating, terrible.
So amazing.
Alright, well, tomorrow I'm back with Skies of Arcadia, and we're getting close to the end of that one, to a much better game that has,
A lot more coherent than this.
yeah, and a thesis statement. God damn it. It has a thing it wants to say, and it says it.
Yup.
It's as simple as humans can be good, actually, but you know? It's just wonderful. It's
been a nice juxtaposition.
It's definitely been sandwiched. Yes, these statement thesis pirates are awesome.
But that will be
You can
tomorrow.
have a thesis statement like that, as long as it's consistent. It's great. Alright, we'll see you for that tomorrow. It will not be the final one, I'm guessing penultimate one.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to guess.
And I'll be there.
Yeah, you're off tomorrow. Yeah,
Hooray.
we'll see you guys tomorrow. More Listen Tuesday. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.